You're on Hall of Fame College Football. We talk about college football basically 24 hours a day. Good morning, and welcome back to Hall of Fame College Football with Jason and the coach. I'm your host, Jason Watkins, and if you love college football, you know you're in the right place. We talk Sooners, SEC, Big Ten, Group of Five in the morning.
3 yards in a cloud of dust is music to my ears. Just line up and whip their ass.
The Lord wants you to put your foot on their balls and believe in it, because that's what wins football games.
Mr. Cody Stovall. What's
up, buddy?
Brother. We're here in the afternoon and early evening, around dinner time.
Thoughts, and I simply told them, you know, guys, I don't give a shit. So they moved on.
Every girl you ever had a hard on for is going to be out there today, but you will not be going to no sock hop tonight, boys. You will not get no honey on your stinger tonight if you don't go out there and bust your ass.
I think the biggest two splash hires, well, three: offense coordinator, quarterback, and now your general manager. You name me a school that made three better moves than that.
I'm gonna bust your gut open and watch you die!
You know, we're gonna have some dudes screaming off the edges. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna have some dudes screaming off the edges.
Because that's what wins football games. Not jumping off sides like a bunch of wimps.
At Hall of Fame College Football, we even come and talk about college football in the late night hours. Don't think that Oklahoma's done being Oklahoma, man.
Because this is it. This is the big one.
They're not. And overall, that conference ain't worth a shit. When Texas and OU left, they went to the shit hole.
Come on, man. You guys are fucking killing me. Virginia Tech was that team that had more people coming back than anybody in the country from a winning record the year before, and they gagged all over themselves. And fuck out of here, dude. Vandy's not supposed to beat nobody. You guys got to stop. You got to stop. They were 8-3 against that shitty ass league. I actually saw J.D. Piquel say that it was the toughest conference in fucking America the other day.
No, that's not true. But that's not true. That's not true.
Oh, really?
Okay. We'll take out Penn State. How many games does Indiana win on?
Oh, come on, bro. They don't.
Indiana on Florida's schedule.
They don't win as many as Florida won.
Indiana.
Yes.
Playoff team.
Yes. They do not win more.
They don't win as many as Florida won. That's right.
Yeah,
but Florida was 7-5, right?
That's what I mean. Chrissy was saying. You know, look at Indiana.
Morning, noon, or night. You just never know what you're going to get on Hall of Fame College Football.
The Lord wants you to put your foot on their balls and believe in it, because that's what wins football games.
Good morning, and welcome back to Rise and Shine College Football. I'm your host, Jason Watkins, and if you love college football, you know you're in the right place. So before you forget, smash that red subscriber button, like our videos, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss one moment. Hall of Fame College Football. Welcome into the show, Coach Royball. Looky there. Good morning on this windy day. Hell yeah, it's more like hold on to your ass. Yeah, for sure. Harvey Johnson, Scott Walker, Brandon Snake. Welcome into the show. Yeah, it's been a windy son of a bitch. We had the power out for about an hour and a half over here this morning. That's why I'm a little late. I had to get ready for the show and couldn't get ready for the show because the power was out. So there it is. Michael McCackron, Boomer Halen. What's up, fellas? How's everybody? Hope everybody's good. Waiting on Big Boganowski to show up in here. Kimberly K, good to see you. Yeah, it's been a day. Today's a big one, Gasso versus Gasso. That'd be hubby versus wife. Yeah. Isn't he where does he coach at again? Is that the one we're looking at for this morning or for today? That'd be cool. Be as long as wifey wins. We're all good. We're all good. But yeah, welcome into the show, everybody. What's up there, Crow? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Patriot. What's up, dude? Hey, it's our guy over there on Rumble. Seen him a couple of times in the oh man, what's the name of that show? I love the show, by the way. It's man, give me the name of that show, Patriot, just so I can shout him out, man. Really cool show with old Cricket and Steps and those dudes, man. That's a fun show. They get after it, talk some shit. It's pretty funny stuff, man. Almost as much shit talking as we do. OU versus Sun. Oh, OU in Arkansas. Okay. That's kind of cool. And Sun. Yeah, both of them. Very cool. It's an Oklahoma State kind of day today, Coach says. Full of wind. This I like. This most definitely. Most definitely. That's funny shit. Dad not involved in this one. I thought he was coaching at some small school or something. I guess that's what I was thinking of. Cool. All right. Well, let's see. Greetings, Jason and chat. Hey man, appreciate it. Oh yeah, game on. I don't know why I forgot that. Game on. Cricket and Steps, and I don't remember the other guy's name. He's not always on it, but Cricket is on every show. That dude talks some shit, man. As much as I do. I mean, pretty much at least as much as I do. What's up there? Kentucky? What about Kentucky? Oh, you talking OU? Yeah, it's hoops, man. What are we talking about? They made the tournament. It'll be good. What up? Let's see. 24 watching, 7 likes. Hey, yeah, make sure you wipe your feet when you come in. Waiting on Big Boganowski. He should be here shortly. But we're going to get into some of this, talk about the power ranking college football coaches. We were kind of going through some of them the other day, me and Boganowski were, and kind of laughing at some of them, for the rankings of what they had on there. Are there going to be some more Mexico stories today? I don't know, man. That was pretty, I don't know, man. Yeah, probably not. I think I ran out of them, so it's been a while since I've been to Mexico. You don't really want to be around there right now. You don't even really want to be in El Paso right now. It's pretty wild around those parts. Wipe them feet. Expanding the business. Hey, good for you, brother. That's good stuff. Hope it's going well. It's going to be a good one. All right, so that was some funny shit. Is there going to be some more Mexico stories today? Yeah, I guess Big Bo could have some more of them. I don't really have it. I can't think of any more that I really have, but she possibly could have a few more, but I don't think so. No. I told you the one about the fight on the bridge, the one about having to run from the cops because they wanted my Jordans. That's pretty much it. That's good enough. Wednesday was gold. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Oh, man, that's good stuff. Love Sooner fans, too. Good stuff, man. It's always fun. So we're going to talk about some of these coaches and where they have them ranked at. We'll kind of rank them out at the end. I didn't get a chance to really make out a list, but I will get that done and have that up so everybody can vote. Might be able to do it once Boganowski gets here so we can both talk and I can just kind of throw them in there. It's going to take a couple of minutes for me to get it done. So I don't want to leave you and not be talking during that, and I will be if I do it that way. All right. So far we've had The Athletic has put out, they had 2 of them, Stuart Mandel and what's the other guy? Bruce Feldman was the other one that put his out. So they've both put out one. They're a little bit different. One has Sark way up the list. One doesn't have him quite as far up the list. But at number 1, they both had Kirby Smart. I guess that one's probably good for me. You've got on Mandel's, we've got Ryan Day at number 2, Steve Sarkisian at number 3, Kalen DeBoer at number 4. He dropped a place on that list from a year ago. Dan Lanning at number 5. I still don't know what he's done that makes him a top 5 coach in the country. Dabo Sweeney at number 6. He's not better than Dabo. Dabo made his 7th college football playoff last season. He's a 2-time national champion. I don't know how you would do that, and I'm not even a big Dabo fan, but I just got to tell you, that's silly shit. Lance Leipold at number 7. Okay, I don't know that he was as high up as he had him last year either, but I do believe that he's high up there still. They turned it around significantly at the end of the year. He's got his quarterback coming back. If he stays healthy this season, I think they're going to be a pain in the ass in the Big 12. We'll kind of see from there, though. But James Franklin at number 8, 9, Matt Campbell, 10, Marcus Freeman. Marcus Freeman at 10 for this guy. Well, he didn't have him ranked at all last year, so I guess that jumped up at least plus 15 spots, but that's still low, in my opinion. I think the fewest number of games he's lost in his 3 seasons as a head coach has been 9. Or, I mean, the fewest number of wins he's had is 9. So he's been killing it. Kurt Signati at number 11. That's bullshit. 12, Brian Kelly. 13, Kiffin. 14, Kyle Whittingham. 15, Josh Heupel. 16, Kirk Ferentz. Okay. 17, Jamie Chadwell from Liberty. 18, Chris Kleiman. 19, Jeff Braun from Louisville. 20, Jeff Monken from Army. Don't buy that one. 21, Kalani Sitake. He should be higher up. From BYU, 22, Rhett Lashley. 23, Willie Fritz. 24, Jonathan Smith. And 25, John Sumrall. All right. All righty. Let's see. Been a student fan since 77 when I was 10 years old and saw, wow. Make the kick. All right. That's a little ahead of my time. I'd barely been born. I was about a year old at that time. Good stuff. Let's see. In Austin a lot. You're going to be in Austin a lot. Woof. Okay. You're wearing that horns down t-shirt in Austin today? Woo, that's ballsy. It's pretty ballsy. I like it. Sleeping on Marcus Freeman. Definitely sleeping on Marcus Freeman. I think that he moved himself, in my opinion, into the top, pretty close to the top 5, if not in the top 5. I mean, he's definitely done more than Sark. Sark's been coaching for 10 years. You know, you can say, well, he made it to the semifinal. Well, they played in 3-loss Clemson and then Arizona State and, struggled with both of them. Then they lost to Ohio State. Whoopty shit that made them into the semifinal. I'm not there. Only error that Marcus has done is having too many men on the field in the Ohio State loss. Yeah, I think I think he's had his growing pains as well. That Ohio State loss, not enough men on the field is the one I think you're talking about, and that would be the year before this past season when they had 11 guys, they get into the end zone and win that game. I feel like that would be, are you talking about in the championship game? Did they have a too many men on the field penalty? I don't remember that. Not a fan of Ryan Day either. But, I don't know, man. I think he's a decent coach. The guy's only lost, 10 games, and how many years has he been there now? I mean, pretty close to 10 years. It's pretty good. It's not bad. But they still did get there. Yeah, listen, they got to the championship game. Or, you mean talking about Texas? Come on. Whoop-de shit, man. Whoop-de shit. Number 3, you don't think it's wrong? Come on, Lloyd. You got to be better. Be better. Shout out to all lady Sooners in sports. Yep. Regular season game 2 years ago. Yeah, he didn't have enough men on the field. that was actually 2 plays in a row. They didn't have enough men on the field. Been a couple of little things that have been, you know, yeah, but oh, come on, dude. He's choked games too. Come on, man. Come on. I'm not even going to give you any love on that, Noid. You got to be. If there's a reason to talk shit about him, you just got to do it. That's just all there is to it. As a true Oklahoma fan, you cannot give love to the enemy unless they really, really deserve it. And he don't. He hasn't done. What has he done? He played the easiest schedule in America. He had the easiest draw, other than Penn State's probably, in the playoff, and we're giving him all kinds of love. Come on. And I just don't see it. In 11 years, he's been over 10 wins twice. I'm just not buying him, man. But that's okay. That's all right. We will throw that up there here in just a little bit. I mean, come on. I get it that some of those other guys would have gagged. I understand. But come on, bro. Let's see. What's up there, Mars James? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Let's see. All right. So, where would I love it. I'm going to leave that there for a minute. University of Texas football stadium named after a great Sooner. That's true. They love us so much, they named a stadium after a Sooner. So good. Well, yeah. A dead body defensive tackle. That's what it was. Yeah, we would have beat Ohio State. That's what's up. What's up, Robbie? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, that one still gets Coach Roybal all wound up and shit. Every time. All right. I'll go into Bruce Feldman's as well. We'll kind of bust some chops on his too. He's got Kirby, Ryan Day as well. Dabo Sweeney at number 3, which I think is more fair. Sark at 4. Kalen DeBoer at 5. Freeman at 6. Lanning at 7. Franklin at 8. 9, Matt Campbell. 10, Brian Kelly. 11, Kleiman. 12, Whittingham. Lincoln Riley at number 13 makes his first appearance on the list. So at least the other, Mandel at least left Lincoln off of the list. 2 straight years of 7 and 6 wins in the regular season. I don't love it. Lance Leipold, Jeff Brom, Josh Heupel at 16, 17, Rich Rodriguez, 18, Deion Sanders, 19, Kurt Signetti, tied for 20th, Kiffin and Mario Cristobal. Yikes. That's terrible for Lane. Got him tied with Cristobal. Yikes. 22, Rhett Lashley. 23, Kirk Ferentz again makes the list. I don't understand how. Number 24, Brett Bielema. Right. And number 25, Jeff Monken. How is it that Monken makes the list here when he got beat by the guy that coaches for Navy, who actually did, they beat Oklahoma in the bowl game too. Yeah, come on, man. Jeff Monken. Come on, man. Some of the guys that did not make either list. Mike Norvell from Florida State. He was way up the list. He was number 10 on Bruce Feldman's list. Some of the other guys that didn't make it, Mark Stoops from Kentucky, Wake Forest's Dave Clawson, Matt Rule, Luke Fickle, Mike Gundy didn't make either list. Jonathan Smith, I think he made the other list. Yes, he did. Hugh Freeze wasn't on either one, though, and neither was Jed Fish. Somebody else that not on the list on either one was Eli Drinkwitz, Sonny Dykes, who was in the national championship game 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, I guess. 3 starting this year. John Summerall from Tulane wasn't on there. Sataki was on the first list, but not the second. Elko wasn't on. I don't think he was on either list. Maybe he was. And then, of course, Fickle didn't make it. But Norvell not making it on anybody's list is kind of weird. Although they did go 2-10, so it is kind of it is what it is. Now, and of course, Brent Venables has not made the list. Pretty much not made anybody's list. Although I did see him on one of those Twitter lists earlier this week. I'm not sure that I have necessarily a problem with him not being on there. When you start seeing guys like Jeff Monken on there, I think it's a little odd. But I will say that when you're at Oklahoma, the expectations are higher than that. He did have 10 wins last year, and the stuff that happened in this year's team, we could talk about that all day long, but I don't necessarily have a problem with these guys not putting him on the list. I understand it, right? But we'll kind of see where that goes from there, right? Cam Ward made Cristobal look good this year. Yes. For in-game adjustments, Miami loses more games if not for Ward's comeback. Oh, I agree. And they still gagged that one away at with Syracuse, which would have put them in the playoff and for sure. And no telling what it would have done to the overall playoff deal, but they definitely screwed themselves out of that one for sure. Because then it would have taken Clemson out because they were at 3 losses. Norvell had a really bad. He did. Dykes has regressed coming off of that championship run. You say that, but I think they were 9-3 last year, and they came on pretty strong the later in the year. They've got a good quarterback. They look pretty poised to be one of the top teams in the Big 12 this year. We'll kind of see what happens with them or whatever. I don't know. I'm a fan of Sonny. I think he's one of the better coaches, certainly. I don't know if he's necessarily top 25, but I think he's up there. I think he's pretty damn close if he's not in the top 25, Again, I think he's better than some of the coaches in it, certainly. Billy Napier over Norvell heading into 2025. Question. Yeah, I mean, I think they flipped it around. They ended up winning 8 games. They went 7-5 in the regular season. Beat them. And I don't know. I think once he made the switch at defensive coordinator, I think that's as big of a part of what they did at Florida at the end of the year as anything was. I think that I don't hate Sunbelt Billy for a coach, but I don't think I'm not sure what I think yet. He recruits pretty well. Now their class kind of fell apart at the end of 24. They went from top 5 to like 15th or whatever. But the DJ Lagway deal, and DJ Lagway loves him. That kept him in the job. That and his buyout, and wanted to continue to get guys. Their recruiting was pretty good. Their defense got really good once they went ahead and went with the guy that they'd brought in to kind of be. I forget his name. Wait, what? That can't be right, is it? Did he leave? It was Austin Armstrong. They pulled it from him and went to. They're saying Robert Bala? I don't know if that's right or not. I'm going to have to look. Anyway, once they got that going and straightened out, and because Austin Armstrong was struggling with it, he's a young, smart coach, but I think it was a little bit too much for him at one point. You know what I mean? Am I frozen on you guys' screen too? Don't start with this shit. Here we go. Oh, anyway. 13 likes. We've had 80 people on the stream so far. Or no, we've got 80 in here now. We've had 200 people, 13 likes. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. My camera froze. All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, it was all screwy there before.
So I looked at the comments.
Yeah, yeah, you're in here now, and my camera just came back, so that's cool. It was acting all squirrely.
Yeah.
Acting a little squirrely there for a second. Welcome back to the show, Big Mike Boganowski. All righty. Hey man, we were just kind of talking about some of these guys, what they had for Mandel and uh, who's the other guy? Bruce Feldman from the Athletic.
Yeah.
What have you seen as far as the rankings are concerned? Some of the different rankings. I only saw Venables on one of them, and it was one of them that was just on Twitter. So I'm not exactly sure who it was. He might have been a little far up the list. I understand people not having him on the list in the top 25 coaches,
Yeah.
even though I don't necessarily agree with it. I think he is one of the best coaches in the country. He does still have to prove it though. I'm
Yeah.
cool with that. I'm okay with that. And
Yeah.
it kind of is what it is, but you know.
Yep. 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 I mean, I could see why some people leave them off, but like, you gotta. It all depends on what the parameters of your ranking is. You know what I mean? I'm looking at some lists right now. No, you just came back right there. Yeah, it's having some issues. Yeah. No. I got him at 6. I got him at 6. Yep.
Can you still hear me like this?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, let me see if everybody else can. Everybody else hear me now? Give me a 1. Give me a 1.
Oops, Roy Ball, he's got it. Roy
Watkins has issues. Do I still? Come on, come on, come on. All right. I think Bishop Frank just texted me, said I'm good. Give me a 1. I need some 1s. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, everybody else. Here we go. Cool. All right. See if I'm back here. Hey, I'm even back there.
Here we go.
For now, anyway. We'll see. See how long this shit lasts.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. At 5, they have Kalen DeBoer. Well, let's just reading one of them here. Marcus Freeman. 7, Dan Lanning. I still don't understand why he's so high up everybody's list. The other one had him at 5. He's got a conference championship and got blown out of his one playoff game. James Franklin at number 8. Number 9, Matt Campbell. 10, Brian Kelly. 11, Lance Leipold. No. 11, Chris Kleiman. 12, Whittingham. 13, Lincoln Riley. 14, Lance Leipold. 15, Jeff Brom. Let's go back to Lincoln Riley. How in the fuck is he still high up anybody's list when once he had to go build his own program, he's gone 11 wins without having to play without having to play Washington or Oregon in that year, lost 2 games to Utah, and then the next 2 years he's gone 7 and 6 wins in the regular season.
Yes, don't forget now, they got smacked by Utah. Like smacked.
Yeah. The first game they didn't, but the second game they did.
Oh,
yeah. And they lost to him again. He's 0-3 against Kyle Whittingham. 0-3.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is. How he's on the list, I have no idea because he hasn't had to pick it. He hasn't had to. The times that he was winning, he was still winning off of what was going on before Bob Stoops left. And the fact that all he had to do was just continue calling that offense with the quarterbacks he had and whatever was left. They got considerably worse. We know that. They had a yoga instructor as their strength and conditioning coach. You know, it just wasn't getting better. That's why he bolted as soon as he could when he found out about the SEC. It is what it is. I think it's wild to have him still in there. There's a lot of guys that, we were just talking about Sonny Dykes. Sonny Dykes has actually won at multiple places and went to a national championship game. He beat Jim Harbaugh in the semifinal that year in the playoffs. So say what you want. I think Sonny's a damn sight better than is Lincoln Riley. Lance Leipold at number 14. I think that's probably a little low for me. I feel like he's a top 10 coach doing what he's done and where he's done it. But he should just make sure he's in the list one way or the other. Jeff Brom, I think that's probably a little low for him at 15. I think he's one of the best coaches in the country. He was winning at Purdue. They were shitty the second he left there. They've got him a new coach now, who I also think is probably a little short of the list as well. This next one, well, Josh at 16, Josh Heupel, fine with that. He should definitely be in the list. Number 17, Rich Rodriguez. Here's another. Why? What the fuck?
Which one are you looking at? Whose list?
I'm looking at Feldman's list, Bruce Feldman's list.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at Stuart Mandel's list. Yeah. Rich Rodriguez, huh? I'm not sure I understand that one. He has Dion behind him, which is kind of wild.
Yeah.
But I know you're not a big Dion fan either. Number 19, Kurt Signetti.
No. Don't say I'm not a big Dion fan. I never said shit about Dion.
Oh, you just talk shit about Travis Hunter all the time?
No, I'm not talking about shit about Travis Hunter. I'm talking about how he was the media baby in the ESPN social media engine pretty much told everybody that he was the Heisman, and y'all believed it. That's what the shit I was talking about.
Yeah. They can hear your stuffed upness.
Oh, dude, it's terrible.
Yeah.
I almost can't. I
Was it
almost can't.
blowing crazy wind up there too?
Bro, hell yeah, dude. It's the tree pollen is destroying everybody. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking, I slept like shit last night. Can't even breathe. Mouth breathing. It's terrible, bro.
Mouth breathing. Mouth
Mouth,
breathing.
mouth breather. It's terrible.
It sucks. That does suck.
And the real shitty part about it, right? Is like you go so like that Claritin, right? So like you can't just the Claritin with the decongestant, you can't just buy that, right? You gotta go get it from behind the counter, and then you gotta show ID, right? And you can only buy a certain amount in a certain time period, right?
Uh-huh.
And what's shitty is my big ass, right? Like however they prescribe, the doses, for the average male that's 150 pounds. Bitch, I weigh more than 250 pounds. So I'm consuming these Claritins, right? It's like soon as my symptoms start coming back, I'm popping another one, right? So in a 24-hour Claritin D, I usually get about anywhere from 12 to 15 hours, right? I'm not getting the full 24 just because I'm a bigger dude. And
Right.
and yeah, man, like these people, I went in there the other day and they're like, we can't sell you this. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, yeah, you can only buy so much because of these meth heads out here
Oh,
cooking
because
shit.
they use it to make meth. That's right. I
Yeah,
forgot about
it's
that shit.
ridiculous. I'm like, come on, do I look like a meth head or do I look like a zombie right now because I ain't slept? My eyes are red, they're watering, and maybe I do look like a meth head. I don't know. But dude, I was so pissed
Oh, I
off.
don't think you're skinny enough, bro.
Dude, I was so pissed off. I was so pissed off at that lady. Just give me some Claritin now. That's all I need. Let me get up
Uh,
out of here.
that's some funny shit.
Dude, it's
Have you
it's
tried
it's
Zyrtec or any of that other shit?
no, the only thing that really listen, okay, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit, right? And I'm not gonna use any specific words that'll only give them another reason to shadow ban you. But I've grown up in the Midwest. I grew up in Nebraska, right? The only allergies I've ever had is to cats, right? Lived in the South, and I don't know if you guys have ever lived in the South, but if you see the pollination that goes on down there, during the pollination season, everything has a light coat of green on it, right? Little powdery green. Never affected me.
Yeah.
Moved
The pollen.
to,
Pollen, yeah.
moved to Kansas in 2013, never had any allergies, right? I go to California and live in the desert for 2 years, right? 2020 to 2022. Come back to Kansas the spring of 2023. Boy, I'm like, what the hell's going on right here? I didn't even know what was happening. And one of the dudes I work with is like, you got allergies. I'm like, Brian, never had allergies in my life. He's like, go get some Claritin D. So I'm sitting there thinking, like, what's changed in the time I left Kansas and the time I went to Cali, and now I'm back in Kansas and allergies are kicking my ass, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's think about 2022. And so our Moosehead, normally I would probably believe that,
I was
right?
fixing to say the same thing because I'd never had really allergies until later in life either.
So normally I would, everybody told me that. But what happened in 2020 to 2022 that changed the way stuff happened? And
The mask mandates.
what did they what else they forced you to do, right? Especially if I was in the army
Okay,
and
I got you.
you had to get the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my theory, right? So Bayer makes Claritin D, and Bayer also was part of the
Oh shit.
mRNA.
Now we are on a
Yeah,
conspiracy theory
yeah,
run.
bro.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to
Hell
tell
yeah.
you, dude, it's
Might as well
garbage.
just go ahead and fucking do the whole thing with this damn shadow ban. Fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
If
I
we're
got,
gonna
I got
go,
the
let's
COVID
go
vax.
with it.
I got the COVID vax in Fort Irwin, and I came back here, and allergies is unbelievable, like on a whole nother level.
That's funny shit.
It's bullshit.
Yes, Nebraska's a little boring for you there, Chrissy. I can see that. And they had a Grand Island is the name of a place in
Grand
Nebraska.
Island, bro. I used to be out there playing in tournaments in the summer. Basketball, baseball. Grand Island.
See, look, Noid, why are you
I
coming
take
after? You always come in here
multiple
coming
anthrax.
after. He said took the anthrax shot in the military. Now we blaming the COVID injections.
Yeah, never had. Hey, I took the anthrax from the moment I got in the military. Never affected me.
True that.
Never affected me.
He's always coming at us for whatever reason.
Hey,
I don't know
come
what
on,
it is
man.
about
Bring
Noid.
it. Bring
I don't know
it.
what it is about old Noid. I think
Bring
he
it.
might be one of those doomer surge fellas that just wants to come in here and fucking with us. You know what I mean? I think that's what it is. What's up, Big Trap? Good to see you in here, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah,
forced
man.
into retirement
Yeah.
because you didn't take the shot. I didn't even know that was the case.
Yeah, dude. I had a sergeant first class, man, that didn't want to get out, and he got forced into retirement. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
So, damn, Trap,
Listen,
that's wild, bro.
Yep, that's
Wow.
that's the real thing. So you know what's
believe
crazy?
it. I believe it. I just didn't realize that was why.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Still got an anthrax. Yeah, I took the anthrax too. They were doing that. They were doing that for sure whenever I was in. And no, you didn't have a choice in any of it. But yeah, it is what it is. He says, "You got me." Yeah, the old Doomer Surge. The old Doomer Surge. My new name for him. I went in there busting chops after Oklahoma won the basketball game the other night. I just had to do it. I was being petty.
Oh really?
I was doing the Richard Petty thing.
Nice.
Couldn't help myself.
Nice.
I didn't say a whole lot, but kind of was what it was. I couldn't help it. Jason be beefing.
Yeah, they played a good game last night, man. Some big shots.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun watching them get in. They're gonna make it into the tournament now. That's good. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't really expect them to beat Kentucky, so that's what it is. I won't lie. I didn't start getting chest pains until I took that shot, went to the hospital, and nurse sent me. All right, we are going to have to get off this conversation because if y'all don't remember, YouTube is one of the people that they really will chuck your ass when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
So just so we don't continue this shadow ban any further, we're going to shut up on this one. All right. Oh, ganja grower.
Hey, listen. So conspiracy theories. I was talking to Ma Dukes yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Ma Dukes has the same problems I have when trying to find the YouTube and get notifications. She explained the exact shit that I go through. I'm like, yeah, same damn thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of is what it is. Oh, Harvey, you must be behind in the stream there. He just threw up the one. I appreciate that, Harvey. I think you're a little behind in the stream, but all right. My bad. Former Sooner at UK hit the last second shots at OU. Why didn't they let him go?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, just so we understand, I know we want to put it all on Porter Moser for what they are and they aren't, but they're one of the lowest NIL in the country. We're certainly in power flow basketball.
In the SEC for sure.
I'm sure in the SEC. Yeah. No, you're a pain in the balls, bro. He says my ex-girlfriend busted me with another chick in 22. Never got caught prior to the shot. I'm with you.
Yep.
I love it. That's some funny fucking shit.
Yep.
Yep. That's some funny shit. Thanks, Harvey. Glad you're there. Appreciate you. Going to any SEC media events between now and then and the beginning of the season? No. So far, I don't have any SEC media passes or anything like that. I'm actually trying for a couple of jobs that would probably get them for me, but we'll have to wait and see. But
so working for the Hobbs newspaper don't get you credential media?
Nah, you're not far. You're not close enough to SEC country, according to them, and it's not quite big enough. But I don't know, man. I don't even know if I want to bring it up. I'm
Don't bring
going
it up.
for a job. I'm going for a job that would be in SEC country, and it would definitely, I would definitely have them through them. But I don't know if I'm going to get this job, so I don't really want to bring it up or tell you what it is because I should get the job, but that doesn't mean that I will. Anyway, I'm working on it. I'm putting out some. I'm going to have a couple of well placed, um, references that may give a call on my behalf. See how it goes.
Yeah,
Just is Nagy for just for football or all sport? Just football, bro.
this football.
Just football. Hey, man. See you guys later. See you later, Chuck. Appreciate you. You can use my address for a proxy. That wouldn't be bad. Yeah, there's a couple of, and that's the other thing. I think that because of what I'm trying to do, I may actually be able to go that route as well. I'm working on it. I'm still working on it because I definitely want to be at SEC Media Days. I definitely want to be there, and I feel like we're headed that way. No. I actually, yeah, I actually did a lot of work for the Chronicle back in the day, though. They're annoyed. When I started freelancing, I did a lot for them, Fort Worth Star Telegram, when I was covering mostly Big 12, some SEC. But yeah. But yeah, the Chronicle, and I was working for Hearst Media before that. So that was why I was able to do a lot of that. So we'll see. Get a job so we can play Augusta National on the Monday after the Masters. Hey, listen. That is a job that I would take in a fucking heartbeat. Being a golf beat reporter, that was the one when I tried to get the job with the Houston paper that I didn't get it because, yeah, I kind of got screwed out of that one. And I thought I was going to get it. The other sports editor, the sports editor that was there before when I applied, left right around that time. And the assistant sports editor who was becoming the sports editor, I don't know what it was, but something about it. He wanted to hire somebody else. That sucked.
Was she hot?
Huh?
I said, was she hot?
Probably. Yeah. I don't even know. Probably. That could be it. So that guy was kind of a
She looked
dickhead.
like Joy Taylor.
Yeah. I mean, it got Joy Taylor there. You might be right. Oh, that's some funny shit. Yeah, I hit the like button for the sake of Peter. Yeah, like it.
Yeah,
All right.
lucky.
All right, let's make a list here. Let's make a list here for the top 25 coaches. You know what? Let's have everybody help us with it here. Let me pull up a sheet. Make a new one.
Dude, hold on. Let me give you my top 10, right?
Okay.
Let me give you my top 10, and this for Coach Roy Ball, right? When I
All
want to give the parameters around my top 10, right?
Okay.
So got to be current head coach. And we're prioritizing national championships,
Right.
at any level, and current status in college football, right? How your team did, how your team's recently been doing.
All right. Give me one.
So one is Kirby.
Okay.
You gotta go Kirby. Two is Day. Given the fact that he is the current defending champion, he got a big bump from your boy, right?
Wow. That is a big bump.
Yep, got it. So then I got Dabo, right?
Yep.
Gotta have Dabo. Made it to the
Seventh.
playoffs.
That was his seventh playoff, by the way.
Yep, and made it to the playoffs last year. Then I'm gonna go BV, and I feel like that's a controversial take
I'm
for
sure it
some
is.
people.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
But it's we're encompassing college, whole college careers, um, defensive coordinator prowess, former national champ, all that stuff. And looking at what he's doing right now with what he's got going on with our defense at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
What are we on? 5? Lanning. Sorry, Lanning. Lanning's number 5.
Oh, you're one of them, huh?
Well, so now you're starting to run out of room of like people with nannies, right? Like head coaches with nannies.
Yeah.
So
But I would
there
ask you this. Okay. You haven't put in Marcus Freeman yet. You realize
well,
he's had 10-win seasons every year
yep.
at
Well,
Notre Dame.
it's
Went to the
coming.
national championship game, which is
Yep.
much more than what Dan Lanning's done.
Yep. Well, I agree. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I like Freeman, and he's actually next. He's
Give
actually
me a
my next.
reason why he's not in front of Lanning.
Well, so one thing when I left out of my parameters, my basis is recruiting. I forgot to tell you that. That's the reason why I got Lanning up there. I think he's a good recruiter. It doesn't help that he's got Oregon. Yes, I know, and he's got Oregon money, but nonetheless,
Okay.
he's a top tier recruiter.
Continue.
Right. So now next I got Freeman. He's right behind him. That's my next guy.
Okay, number
Right?
7.
Yep. Got Freeman. Next I got DeBoer.
Kalen DeBoer. Okay.
Yep. It's my guy. He's a winner everywhere he goes.
He
Right.
is.
Then I got Sark. Down there.
I don't really mind him being here.
Yeah.
I don't think I have him in my top 10, but
Well, I got
I think he's close to 10. I think he's close to the top 10 anyway. Go ahead.
The reason I got him there is because he has, been to
2
two
playoff
semis.
appearances. I get it.
Yep, that's it. Not saying that I don't get me wrong. I'm not a Sark fan, but I'm trying to be objective. Then I got Chris Kleiman, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people say why, like Chris Kleiman.
Chris Kleiman is a hell of a coach, man.
Well, you got to look at his time before
He's better
Kansas
than
State.
Sark.
Yeah, no doubt. In my opinion, yes. And then I want to round out number 10 with Franklin.
James Franklin.
Yep. Yep, Ma Dukes is behind too.
Oh, there she is. There she is.
Ma Dukes is
Mom's
behind.
in here.
Oh, Ma Dukes
Try to
listens.
watch my mouth here, Ma Dukes.
Ma Dukes, hey, if she don't listen live, she'll listen to it later in the day. Trust me, she'll send me texts.
She
Hey,
been getting honest about the cursing?
no, she knows what it is.
Oh, okay, cool. DeBoer had better not start getting beat this season, or they'll find a way to get that dude outie. Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but I think that Ryan Grubb is a big part of that, and also the fact that what they like to do, I just don't think that it was a great fit to have Jalen last year. He's just not a great passer where you have to be. And they figured out the keys to beat him in the Vandy game. Everybody used it after that. And that was what they needed a guy like Ryan Grubb to run the right kind of offense for Milroe to be able to be a little better.
I just don't think Milroe was that dude for DeBoer. He's not a pure passer. He's really got to work on it. And I don't know. I never thought he was. I just never thought he was everything that everybody was cracking him up to be, in my opinion. And you're kind of seeing it, that shit settling, on his draft stock and what he's projected at and where he started off, right? Because I mean, you look at it, it was partially like the reason everybody was talking about him so much and he's gonna, be a first rounder and all that is because he was the quarterback at Alabama. And that was basically what they were like, you drafted him off. But if you really sat down and looked at it, and especially in the Senior Bowl, man, he didn't do very well. And he's been dropping.
Fair enough. All right. Let me give you my top 5 real quick, and then I'll go from there. My top 5, I would have Kirby, Dabo Sweeney, Kalen DeBoer at 3, Marcus Freeman at 4, And then I would probably at number 5. I'm a Lance Leipold guy. I think that Lance Leipold
So you got to give us some context on how you rank it.
I'm ranking them the guys that I think that are the best coaches in the country.
Okay.
Simple as that.
All right.
Simple as that. I just make it as easy as that. I think that Lance Leipold has shown, look, he was doing things. I didn't even know the University of Buffalo was a thing until he was there. And they got to a damn New Year's Six Bowl. And the Kansas that we saw before he got there was trash.
Yeah.
Just straight up trash.
And call your team trash. Because that's what they are, trash.
They're not anymore. Now, they started off bad last year. I'll give everybody that. You could, this might be a little high for a lot of people. But I think that they did start off that way. But they finished the season strong. Had some big win. What did they win? Like 4 or 5 in a row at the end of the year.
They're probably the hottest team in the nation.
Definitely. Listen, I think that Kotelnicki, and the offense changing a little bit with Kotelnicki leaving, it definitely took them some time to get adjusted. But they did adjust. And I think that they're going to make a run at the Big 12 championship this year, for sure.
Yeah.
I would probably have.
Hey, I'm going to give you some context to Leipold right now. They are crushing. They are crushing recruiting right now.
They are.
Especially in state. In state, and everybody's like, oh, Kansas, yeah, whatever. But they're handling the home state right now.
This idea that he can coach at a school where there's no expectations, but he's beating schools with expectations. He beat Texas 2 times in a row. He beat Oklahoma for the first time in freaking since 1997 or some shit like that.
Here we go, Delio. I was
waiting.
waiting.
You got bitch slept in their final regular season game in Waco. Okay.
Waiting for it.
All right. I know where you're headed with this because you're a K-State guy. I expect this from you. I understand. Chris Kleiman's right there with him. I think that he's right there with him. In fact, I'll put him at number 6, Chris Kleiman. I like him too.
Yeah.
And they're my favorite to win the Big 12 again, right?
Yeah.
So let's see. Who else we got? At number 7, I'll go with I guess I should have put Ryan Day in front of those guys. I will. I'll put Ryan Day at 5. Because I don't think he's better. I'll put Ryan Day in front of Marcus is going to go at 5 for me. Ryan Day at 4. Maybe I should have him at 3. I do have him at 3. Yeah. I think I got to put him at 3. Ryan Day at 3. Kalen DeBoer at 4. Marcus Freeman at 5. Leipold would be at 6. 7, Kleiman. I'll go with Sark there at 8. No, I'm not. Can't do it. There's other guys that are better. Let me see. I'm still looking here. Give me 1 second.
So
Kyle Whittingham is next up for me.
Let me ask you this: Are you still holding true to your nickname for Sark after these last couple seasons?
Sark?
I thought it was 6-1 Sark.
It was 7-1 Sark. Was his name? No, no. I don't think. Well, yeah, kind of. You still can. Listen, he's 2 times that he's been in 11 seasons as a head coach. He's won 10 games twice, and both seasons they didn't play the best schedule either time. Right? They just didn't. And his little trek to he's not better than Kyle Whittingham. I'll just tell you that. He's not better than Kyle Whittingham. Let me see who else we got. I don't think he's better than Lane. I think that Lane is a better coach than Sark is. I'll definitely put him above him, but I'll keep Sark in the top 10. Lane Kiffin, then Sark. And I didn't even put, hey, don't talk shit to me. I didn't put BV in the top 10. because I don't think he's earned that spot yet. I think he is one of the better coaches in the country. I do. I think he recruits as well as anybody. I want to see you go out and win 10 now in the SEC and put your, or at least put your team in position with this ridiculous schedule to be in the playoff. Show us that you can do that. Show us that the learning curve is flattening a little bit for you. You know, I probably shouldn't do that flattening curve shit. Anyway. Well, Kelly left Notre Dame, played for a Natty the year before. If so, the program was in good position. He didn't leave the program in a bad situation. We're going back and forth about about Marcus. You don't think that Marcus is one of the best coaches in the country? Well, I would disagree. I would have to disagree. Let's see. I think he's got to. I would probably have him in my top 25. I would probably have him in my top 25, but I'm just going to do 10 because I'm not as good as I want to be.
There's no bias. Listen, I went on overall coaching, like that are still active. Yeah. That's why I got BB where he's at. Because you look at what happened to Clemson when he left, right? Let's take that into effect too, right? Like I'm not biased. I'm not biased at all. If I was biased, BB won.
Okay. Let's see this. All right.
Yeah, for sure. Marcus Freeman's top 10 for sure.
Dude, Marcus Freeman is one of the best coaches in the country. Anybody who doesn't believe that, you're not paying attention.
Dude, I explained my list before I read it, bro.
Where are we at? Who? Yeah, head coach at Texas cannot brag about their recruiting. Marcus is definitely up there. Freeman is. Marcus is one of the best. He's top 10 for sure. Yeah, okay. So this list isn't coming off the past couple of years. It's everything. I think that the list has to be everything and the last couple. Part of the last couple of years is everything. Is it not?
It's a factor. It's a factor for sure. What you're doing currently is a factor for sure.
Clemson made a CFP. BV hasn't. Okay. But what do we say? He doesn't have Brent in front of Dabo.
He's trying to prove that I'm biased.
Yeah.
Is what he's trying to do.
Look, you know what? Here's what I would say to that. Don't get me wrong. I have no problem with you guys busting his balls on this stuff. Ever. Really, you know how I am. I bust his balls. But the way I look at it is this. This is his list, first and foremost. It's not yours. It's his. I'm gonna make it to where you guys can list some yourself. But here's what I would say. Here's what I would say to it is that, look, if he didn't think that he was one of the best coaches in the country, his kid wouldn't be playing there.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not going to send your kid to play for this guy if you think he sucks. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. And here's another part of it. He has 3 national championship rings. He has been a part of teams that have played for 8 of them, 9 of them, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Shut down prolific offenses.
It's fair. He can coach. He can coach. I just showed up and found that Big Mike has kicked a fire ant den. Listen, chuckleheads, keep talking that smack and you'll get a throat punched. I love it. Where do you guys put Dillingham? Actually, Dillingham deserves to be pretty high up there. I would definitely have him. I might put him in front of Sark, really. But I could say he's definitely in my top 15. I think Kenny Dillingham is an up-and-comer. You kind of want to see him do this again because it could just be that they rode that running back to everything. But I think Kenny's a good coach. I think he's a good coach. He's done a good job as a coordinator everywhere. He did, and I think that what happened with him. Look, here's what I think really flipped it around for Arizona State, and it's remember when he was busting on that kicker, and the kicker had actually done pretty well for him, and he's busting his balls after the game, and he realizes by Monday morning that was a fucked up thing to do. He goes back on, and when you never see coaches do this shit, where they go back on something that they said, and he took full responsibility for being an asshole that day. And I think that let everybody on that team know that he was with them. Because you don't see these cocky fuckers do that shit like that all the time. You just don't. They'll just double down on it for that matter. And he knew that he made a mistake. I think it was awesome of him. And I think it was big. But yeah, I think he's right up there. Dillingham will be the next great coach for OU, mark my words. Yeah. Noid. We're not going to do all that. We're not going to do all that. Hope all is with yours. Many prayers in your direction. I need to see another year from Dillingham. Yeah, listen, we'll find out. I think that's where I'm kind of at. I do think he's a top 15 coach anyway. He definitely deserves to be there. I will be at the coaching clinic.
I like Levitt, man. I think Levitt's going to be good. I like that kid.
Who? Kenny?
Levitt, their quarterback.
Oh, I like him too.
Yeah, he's going to be good.
Mm-hmm. Trap says, I'll be at the coaching clinic this month. Got to go soak up some gems from BV just to recharge my passion battery. Well, it's a good place to do it, bro. It's a good place to do it. Big Trap championship winning coach at the low levels there. He's got the youngsters, man. The youngsters kicking that ass though. They're doing it. Doesn't Sark have rings at Alabama and USC? Yeah. Sure. You know, the ones at USC though, I could probably give those to Lane. And he wasn't coordinator at USC. You remember who was, fellas? Y'all remember who was the coordinator at SC when they were winning? That would be Norm Chow. Norm Chow. Not Steve Sarkisian. Not even Lane Kiffin. Norm Chow. You got the best list. I'm sure you do, Chrissy. You're full of shit, so I'm sure you do. He built his team in the trenches. Yeah. We don't know that. I mean, it's not like the trenches is what did it for him against, to win the whole thing. And I mean, wasn't good enough to match up with Texas's trenches. No, they should have beaten them, but I don't think it was because of that. Look, you know that was. Come on, man. You know,
say it. Just say it, bro.
Bullshit. Our next coach is here. We got Riley Arbuckle will be the inline, the future senior leader. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that that's the case necessarily. I think that if they flip that around, Michael, like I think, and I'm with you. I don't think BV's going anywhere. They've got a hell of a quarterback. I think that this offensive line is going to be fine. You know, there's a couple of injuries here and there, but they've got depth at this point. They had their bad year. They've got a new coordinator that knows what he's doing. That's the biggest thing. And they got a quarterback that can get it done. I'm hearing some stuff out of camp that dude is a straight up dog. Mateer. Out there, going at that defense, talking shit, doing all that stuff. I love shit like that. I love it. So it's fun.
Well, here's what I tell you on that, and I'm not shitting on the tier or anything like that, but they're what? No, listen, I'm just saying they're only showing the highlights. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying he's always doing. I'm not saying he's breaking it off or nothing. I'm just saying that he's having some success with them, and he's challenged
no doubt. But so is the defense. I'll just say that
the defense is nasty. We want that. You want, but you got to get them sometimes, right?
I gotta give. I'm trying to be fair and balanced, right? That's all. They need to show more defensive highlights. Oklahoma.
What's up, Hankster? What do you mean you can't message from the other one? What happened? What did you do?
Damn.
Hangster. Hey, Hangster is a troll against the other side like a mug. I love it. Love it. Come on, man. You know what we were fed a year ago? What does that mean? Because what we were fed a year ago was that Jackson Arnold wasn't the guy. And that they weren't moving the ball at all against them. You see? Yeah, okay. We'll see, buddy. You can sit there and talk all that shit playing in that shit league, the Big Ten that's fucking completely top heavy. Come on, bro. Win the fucking Big Ten, then tell me how great y'all are. Just do that.
Who's this squad?
Penn State.
Oh, Stater.
He's been in Colorado. Penn State.
Yo, no, that don't work like that.
It is. I'm telling you, that's a fact.
How do you have two favorite teams?
I don't know, but he does.
Well,
he's always loving on Colorado, and he's always loving on Penn State.
Did he play at it or attend that school?
I don't know if he went to either one, but he's definitely a Penn State fan.
So here's the only acceptable reason, like in my case, right? Or one of the only acceptable reasons, right? I played at New Mexico State, so obviously I have allegiance there, right? That's my alma mater.
Yeah.
And two, my son goes at Oklahoma, so I'm rooting for I'm an Oklahoma fan. You know what I mean?
Yep. I went to both schools, so
I went
to both schools, so I root for both schools. So yeah, go ahead though.
I mean, that's the only you had to attend, right? Mm-hmm. You can't that's my Big Ten team and that's my SEC team. Like, no, that shit don't work.
I don't know. I think if you grew up a fan of a program because of whatever, and you ended up not many people are going to go to a school outside of wherever they live because of out-of-state tuition, blah, 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 right? I mean, I shouldn't have probably went to OU. That wouldn't mean that I hate OU.
Listen, I grew up.
It cost me extra money that I shouldn't have spent on college. I'm just telling you.
I grew up and was a Cornhusker fan.
Okay.
The minute I left and went to New Mexico State, severed those ties and never rooted for them again.
It's easy to do that when they sucked ass after that.
They won a natty.
They won it 96, right?
No, they shared one. And
when?
Shit, they shared one after I went to college.
That would have been 96, bro.
No.
Was Frost? 96, 97, somewhere in there?
I felt like it was one after that because I was already at college.
Mm.
Might have been with Crouch. I think it was them in Miami, if I'm not mistaken.
Penn State alumni, Philly born and raised. I just support Coach Prime, Chris E says. Okay, I knew I was somewhere on that. Okay, you support Coach Prime. But he does nothing wrong, but you want to talk shit about BV all damn day. Shut up, bro. BV won 10 games?
Look at this guy.
Which one?
No, it is. He's
Neilio? Yeah, bullshit. He's lying too. Now, see, he's lying too because his folks both went to Oklahoma and are Oklahoma grads. He's been to more Oklahoma games than K-State games, probably. Yeah. I could be wrong, though. All right. I'm going to quit sharing that screen so they can just leave all of them up there. Whoops. Cancel. All right. Here we go.
Yeah.
What else we got here?
Just some more trolling. Just some more trolling.
This is correct. You said.
Yep.
New Mexico State fan now. Who are you talking about?
He's talking me.
Yeah, he played for New Mexico State, Noid.
That's funny.
They played for New Mexico State.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was Brian Gracie's Wolverines. Yeah, that they shared it with. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Not worried about Mateer. If he can make the throws, it's normal. And hard plays where he goes to show ball safety that we're concerned with. The only turnovers I want is the long Long bomb. Okay, I get you there. Yep. Listen, here's what I like about Mateer. I've actually gone back and watched every game that they played last year. I've watched the offense, basically as much of the Arbuckle offense that I could find anywhere. So I even watched some of his. You can't find a bunch of Western Kentucky, but I've found some of it. I love what they do offensively. Mateer understands that offense very well. He gets the ball out quickly, and he's not afraid to run whenever it's not that time. So do I think that there could be an issue with him getting hurt if they run him too much? I do. But I think he's going to be damn good. The guy had 40-something touchdowns last year. And he beat Texas Tech on the road at Tech. Just so you know. I mean, they beat them. And, you can talk about the games that they lost. I'm cool with that. They play in the Mountain West schedule with the rest of it. I understand. But the truth is, he's got better weapons than he ever had at Washington State. He knows the offense inside and out. He's been talking about, everybody's been talking about how hard he is on everybody too.
Jason, I just want you to keep the same energy, right?
Yeah.
When talking about the Mountain West and referring to what Mateer did, like you did with Ashton Genty.
I do that.
That's all I want. That's all I want.
I've said that what the Mountain West is the Mountain West. I said that. I just got done saying it, fucker. Yeah. So continue. Look, we're going to see. But I'm telling you now, it's not like I'm not expecting him to come in and then be a top 10 offense. What I'm expecting is for them to be a top 30 offense. With the defense that they have, that's going to give you an opportunity to get into the playoff, even with that schedule, which is a shit ton better and harder than anybody at Penn State will ever have. That fucking schedule that Penn State plays is trash. And you got to the semifinal last year because you played a trash SMU team and an even trashier Boise State. Come on, man. Show me a loss. What are you talking about?
What is Boise State or Penn State schedule? I need to look at that.
Let's look. I'll tell you what. I've got one right here that I could pull up for everybody. Give me 1 second. I'm all over it, bruh. Maybe. Yeah, here we go. I was planning on using this for the, if USCJ came on the show the other day. He didn't. So it was what it was, but let's share it. All right. Everybody can see that, I guess. All right. You can still hear us because I know you can. All right, let's look at Penn State. They've got Nevada and FIU to start with, followed by Villanova. Boy, that's a tough first three. Then they got Oregon, UCLA, Northwestern.
Northwestern wasn't bad last year.
All right, but all right. Oregon, that's the only tough game they got in that fucking stretch of 7 games in 8 weeks. Then they get Ohio State and they go on another stretch of crap. Indiana, Michigan State, Nebraska, and they close out with Rutgers.
Coach Ciano got the boys at Rutgers ready. They're gonna have them ready.
So we're on the side of O'Crissie and his shit talk here. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I actually hate Coach Ciano.
You're not a Coach Ciano guy. Huh?
No, when he took over Tampa Bay, bro, he just set the franchise back 5 years, dude. Dude was an idiot.
It's Mang. Sorry, bro. Sorry. Check out Nebraska schedule. Easy. Their first 3 games sounds like ours for me. Whatever, bro. Here we go with this shit. Oh, I replied at the time it happened, not behind.
Back, bro.
Yeah, I should watch my mouth. Sorry, Ms. Boganowski. Sorry, Ms. Boganowski.
I feel like she was clapping back to me though, not you.
All good. Well, all right. What else we got? I'm going to see what else people are saying. Donations. I thought you said trash.
And call your team trash. Because that's what they are, trash.
Little
Penn
coming to
State.
America. Love it.
You've got two tough games two games that I would say you should lose out of 10 at Penn State.
Yeah.
Nebraska's schedule also. All right, I'll look at that one. We can throw it back up there. Nebraska's schedule. Cincinnati. Who's that with the A? Is that Alcorn State? That's losable if it is. I don't know who HCU is, so I'm going to say that's shitty. Then they got Michigan, Michigan State, Maryland, Minnesota.
Oh my God.
Good Lord.
You don't even know who the logos are on those. We can't even identify who they are.
I think that's Alcorn. It may not be Alcorn State. It should be. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Appalachian State. It could be. Yeah. Appalachian State is what I mean. Their first. Oh man.
HCU. Who is HCU?
I don't know. I mean, really, I guess Penn State is the best team on this schedule, but I guess unless Michigan's real good, I don't know. But wow.
Houston Christian? No. Okay.
Nebraska ought to be in the fucking playoff, man. That's the Indiana schedule from last year. And then Indiana. Let's look at Indiana and Illinois. I don't know I know ODU is Old Dominion. Not sure who the next one is on that list or the next one. Then they get Illinois.
That's Indiana State.
It's the Sycamores. Okay, Indiana State. Yeah, that's a tough team. I didn't even know they had a football team. Shit. Illinois, then Iowa. I mean, it's harder than last year, but it ain't that Oregon, Michigan State, UCLA, Maryland, Penn State, Wisconsin, Purdue. Wow. What a schedule. Oh, Coach wants a link. Hell yeah. Come on, Coach. Let me get in here real quick. 1 second. Damn it. All right.
Bro,
what do you think about all that? What do you think about
I did not know Ohio State and Texas play first game of the year.
Yeah.
Wow. Where have I been? Holy shit.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
Let me get Coach in here. Send it to his thing. I thought he was working. It's in there, Coach. Shit, he asked for that a while ago.
Kennesaw State.
Huh? I go to the University of the United States. I love it. I mean, but I see, you see what they're still doing there in Big 12 land is they're limiting their best teams' exposure to each other. None of them are really playing each other a lot. USC, well, we didn't even talk about USC. I should have brought that one up. Hold on. But they've got, I don't know who that first game's against. It's another one of those logos. Let me pull this back up real quick. Check out that USC shit. Who's that first one? I don't know.
Oh, that's shit.
Huh?
I feel like that's Sacramento. Sac State. No, that ain't Sac State. Hold on. Damn it. It's one of those California
Huh? One of those California schools.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. No, it's not. No, it isn't.
Who is that?
1 second here. Coach, I'll have you in here in just a second. Give me 1 second, Coach. I'm trying to. All right. 1 second. All right. Yeah, look at that shit, dude. That is not one of those. It's not one of those, bro. It can't be.
Oh, it's Missouri State. That's what it is. Shit.
Is it Missouri State?
Yeah, it's Missouri State.
Wow.
And then they got Georgia Southern.
Okay. Yeah. They're playing jackass shit. And you knew this was coming, obviously, because why? Because he was bitching about their fucking schedule last year and he's trying to get rid of. I don't know why Coach Roybal wants to come in because they were talking all that shit last year. But look at this. Who's that second team? I don't know who the second team is. Purdue. But they go with Purdue, Michigan State, Illinois, Michigan. They hit Notre Dame. They do get Oregon this year at least, but they still don't have to play Ohio State. They're still getting that easy-ass schedule. Welcome into the show, Coach Roybal. What's up, Coach?
Hi, guys. How y'all doing?
What's up?
Good to see you fellers.
Talking some shit. What's up there,
Yeah.
Sharpshooter?
I like it. I like a little shit talking.
Yeah. Lincoln will be high in the polls through mid-season. Well, he should be. You know, he should be. He couldn't beat Michigan last year, and they were worse than they'll be this year. Just saying.
Ay. USC.
You're gonna bitch slap them again. You get them in South Bend this year.
Yeah, this year we get them at home.
Well,
we'll give him a little bit of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Lincoln Riley sucks.
He does. But, hey, listen, USCJ still high on him. I've been really trying to get him to hurry up. He keeps coming in here and dropping bombs in the comment section, talking shit, but he hasn't come on yet.
He can talk all the shit he wants. I mean, the facts are the facts.
I got love for your old USCJ, but I got to tell you, he's full of shit.
I do too. I like USCJ, but I like him, but I'm a little skewed on his judgment.
Agreed. Yeah, because he's.
But you know what? He'll find out the hard way. Yeah.
Watch, they're probably. I don't know if they're going to fire him. Here's the thing. I don't know, even if they go and I think the best record they're going to have. I mean, you can see them losing. For sure, they're losing Notre Dame. They may beat Michigan. They may not. I think they probably lose them both. They'll lose the Oregon game. I mean, the worst he should be is 9-3.
Yeah.
Should be the worst he is. I bet you he's worse than that.
Agreed. I tell you what, I will say this, as of late, they've been recruiting the hell out of players. They've been doing a hell of a job recruiting. Now, can they keep them is the, question number 2.
Well, I think that's what Ganja's asking. The only thing I wonder about Tebow is, will he get fired or go to the NFL before they can fire him? Well, I'll tell you this. Because here's the only way I don't see them really firing him, because maybe Jen Cohen is liable too, but they owe him a lot of money. They still owe him like, what is it, $80 million right now. It'll only be 70 next year. They're going to owe him a shit ton of money. And they haven't
see him running though.
See, now if he runs off, then they don't have to pay him that buyout.
Exactly. And that's what I see. If he has a bad year this year, I think he'll run out of there faster, and all you're going to be able to see is asshole and elbows.
Yeah, asshole and elbows. Yep. That's a fact. What do you think there, Big Mike? What are you saying on that USC schedule?
I mean, it doesn't matter. They're not very good. It's gonna be the typical hype at the beginning of the year, and then they'll fall off. Yeah. Lincoln Riley, like, we're this close.
Yeah.
That's what that's actually him saying how big he is. You know what I mean?
That's Tattoo, and then Tattoo Baker is going to release a video of Mickey Mouse voice. It'd be
by the way, the Tattoo Baker Mickey Mouse Lincoln stuff is some of the best content on social media, period. Shout out to Tattoo Baker. Mickey Mouse Lincoln is A1 content. A1 content.
He sure did hire
he did. He hired him as one of the coaches. I don't know if it's D-line coach or if it's. I thought that's Coach Henderson.
I felt like it's the D coordinator job.
I don't think it is. No, that's Danton Lynn. The guy that left was old dude from North Dakota State or wherever he was, or South Dakota State, wherever he was. He's the Fresno State head coach now. What is a tattooed baker? If you don't know him I know you're not a big Twitter guy. He's a Twitter dude, and he's a first-class troll. Got love for the guy, man. Love it. He does the if you've never seen he
does good editing work.
Mickey Mouse Lincoln. Yeah, actually, let's find some Mickey Mouse Lincoln. He won't mind. Let's find it. I'll find one. Go ahead. You guys continue talking. We can't have dead air. What the fuck?
Hey, I'm just trying to clear my nasal passages, bro. Give me a sec.
I mean, come on.
I can tell you're struggling, brother.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm chopping them up, sniffing them like the movie sugar.
Oh, this wind is crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's y'all getting it too?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You up in Santa Fe, right?
Well, no, we're both in Hobbs.
Oh, you're in Hobbs?
Yeah. Yeah, we're both in Hobbs, and it's a windy son of a gun.
Dude,
we're getting some wind gusts up to like 70 miles an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But hell, around here, that's not. I mean, it's a little bit worse than normal around here, because this time of the year it's always like this.
Yeah.
One thing though, I gotta say, our kids are out of school today. They canceled schools
for the wind.
And I asked my wife last night. I said, "Now, how many times growing up do you remember us canceling schools because of the wind? Are you kidding me?"
Did they do that today?
They're canceled today. No school today.
The power was out over a lot of the city for like a couple of hours.
But who gives a shit? I mean, you can still teach.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
not if the power was out, you couldn't.
You can't talk to the kids. Are you plugged in too into the damn socket?
Read.
I can't talk anymore.
Without lights and shit, you want them to go to school? Okay. Well, hot damn. Here we go.
Shit.
Hey, there's no Mickey Mouse Lincoln stuff on Twitter. Yeah, I think he may have gotten it taken off.
Huh.
He took it all down. I don't know. It's fucked up. I hope they didn't do that to him on X. No way. No way.
Neilio. How many people live in and around?
I don't think I'd like that dude. What dude? Oh, you talking about Mickey Mouse? You don't like? Okay. To each their own. I don't care. I like it. I think it's hilarious. He just puts out his bullshit. Oh, you know what? I bet you that is what happened. Because he's altering actual stuff to make it sound like Mickey Mouse. And you know how they're doing that on YouTube, to where if you alter content, they're not allowing you to do that.
I wondered why. They've been altering my voice a lot.
Have they been? Lies.
Hey, Neilio,
what did you guys think of that intro where I just put in that promo video? Did you see that? You saw the end of it, right?
Yeah.
Did you see all of it?
Yeah.
Did you see it there, Big Mike?
Uh-uh.
Oh, man, you're going to have to see this. I think it's pretty funny. I'm going to play it one more time.
Yeah, it's good. While we are doing that, Neilio, we're around 50,000 people.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to throw this up there real quick. This is going to be about 3 minutes, so I can take a pee anyways. Here we go.
Do it to it.
You're on Hall of Fame College Football. We talk about college football basically 24 hours a day. Good morning, and welcome back to Hall of Fame College Football with Jason and the coach. I'm your host, Jason Watkins, and if you love college football, you know you're in the right place. We talk Sooners, SEC, Big Ten, Group of Five in the morning.
3 yards in a cloud of dust is music to my ears. Just line up and whip their ass.
The Lord wants you to put your foot on their balls and believe in it. Because that's what wins football games.
Mr. Cody Stovall. What's
Hey,
up, my
buddy.
We're here in the afternoon and early evening, around dinner time.
Thoughts, and I simply told them, you know, guys, I don't give a shit. So they moved on.
Every girl you ever had a hard on for is going to be out there today, but you will not be going to no sock hop tonight, boys. You will not get no honey on your stinger tonight if you don't go out there and bust your ass.
I think the biggest two splash items, well, three: offense coordinator, quarterback, and now your general manager. You name me a school that made 3 better moves than that.
I'm gonna bust your gut open and watch you die!
You know, we're going to have some dudes screaming off the edges. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to have some dudes screaming off the edges.
Because that's what wins football games. Not jumping off sides like a bunch of wimps.
At Hall of Fame College Football, we even come and talk about college football in the late night hours. Don't think that Oklahoma's done being Oklahoma, man.
Because this is it. This is the big one.
They're not. And overall, that conference ain't worth a shit. When Texas and OU left, they went to the shit hole.
Come on, man. You guys are fucking killing me. Virginia Tech was that team that had more people coming back than anybody in the country from a winning record the year before. And they gagged all over themselves. And fuck out of here, dude. Vandy's not supposed to beat nobody. You guys got to stop. You got to stop. They were 8-3 against that shitty-ass league. I actually saw J.D. Piquel say that it was the toughest conference in fucking America the other day.
No, that's not true. But that's not true. That's not true.
Oh, really?
Okay. We'll take out Penn State. How many games does Indiana win on?
Oh, come on, bro. They don't.
Indiana on Florida's schedule.
They don't win as many as Florida won.
Indiana.
Yes.
Playoff team.
Yes. They do not win more than.
They don't win as many as Florida won. That's right.
Yeah.
What Florida was 7-5, right?
That's what I mean. Chrissy was saying. Look at Indiana.
Morning, noon, or night. You just never know what you're going to get on Hall of Fame College Football.
The Lord wants you to put your foot on their balls and believe in it. Because that's what wins football games.
You're on Hall of Fame College Football. We talk about college football basically 24 hours a day. Oops. Sorry about that. What do y'all think?
I like it.
I don't think I was in there enough, to be honest with you. You showed me.
Listen, I threw it together when the power went out, man. I was trying to find clips, and I just kind of went with what I had.
I was a little disappointed in the Okie Light shit on there.
With Cody being on there,
I love Cody,
for
but
like half a second.
No. I like Cody, but you gave him about half a second too long.
People that are negative and voicing their opinion are the same ones that can't pay their own bills.
There you go.
No, I like Cody.
We need a nice commercial. Now bring out the Hall of Fame Coach Roy Ball dancers. Hey, listen, you haven't hired them yet, fucking Neilio. You keep talking about them, but you haven't, nobody's been sent my way. Not sure what's going on here. You're in charge of that.
Neilio, I'm actually putting a stripper pole here in my office, and so they can work out in here.
They got listen. They got to get hired first. Got to get hired first.
Well, I got to get the pole up first.
Yeah, there you go.
Which that's no problem.
The pole up. What the fuck just happened?
Oh,
man. Shit. I don't know. Did you guys like that, man? I hope everybody liked it. Chrissy, there was a little love in there for you and your bullshit ass Penn State team. Just so we know. Same bullshit on this channel. Spark Plug. Who's Spark Plug? I don't know who that is. He's got a mean looking fish on there though. I don't know what that means.
Sparky.
I've never really seen that emoji before. When I was in high school in South Philly, school don't get canceled unless it's like high knee deep snow. Yeah.
Hell, we didn't even get school canceled at that.
Was it uphill both ways, Coach? Was it uphill both ways?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Fuck. Let's see.
But I'm telling you, canceling damn school for a win. Come on, man. It needs to be a damn tornado or a hurricane or, something like that.
They don't have hurricanes
wind.
here.
Jesus Christ.
Hell,
I'll probably go out and play golf this afternoon.
No, you won't, liar. You ain't even that good at golf. You ain't gonna do that. I can play golf, and I ain't playing in this shit. I promise. Fuck that.
Well, I won't be able to tell any difference.
That's true. I get it.
As good as I am, shit.
We played that course, The Rock, one time in the wind with Todd Bailey when he was still alive. Fuck that. They could set that thing up where you couldn't break 100 anyway. It's tough. No, thank you, man. I'm good on that. Appreciate it. Glad everybody liked it. That's good stuff. So do you have an NIL package for these guys? For which guys? Listen, if you guys listen, this is all dependent upon the audience. Audience funded, we will bring on the Hall of Fame dancers. Bring it. But it's got to be audience funded. Because, I'm poor. Fucking sports writer. Don't make no money. Uphill both ways, didn't have shoes, and we ate dirt, but we were thankful. Yeah.
Hell, at least click more likes. That'll help us a little bit.
Where are we on the likes, by the way?
Probably got 3.
Yeah, it wasn't many earlier, so I would
13 earlier, I think.
Let's see. We're gonna find out. We are at 37 likes. How many have we had?
How many views?
We've got 350 views on YouTube. 350 views. So that's not great. It's not great.
Nope. Come on, guys. Hit the like, man. Hit the damn dislike. Who gives a shit?
I don't know if that helps. And we do get a lot of dislikes lately.
Well, you need to get me off the show.
So, I'll tell you another thing. It's like 70% of the people that watch this show are not even subscribed. You know how long we've been stuck? Right now, we have a total of 130 people in here watching. Now, most of them are from Twitter. We've got 40 people in here on YouTube. You Twitter folks, get over here to the YouTube channel, hit the like button, help us out, become a subscriber, do something. But you know how long we've been stuck? Look at this shit. I got to show you this.
Shit or get off the pot.
Bro, we have been stuck on 4,290 to 95 for a month and a half.
Oh, Jesus.
It's insanity. I don't even know how that works. I didn't even know you could do that. Of course, we've been getting fucked anyways on this whole deal. And we lost one today. I was at 4,297 the last time I looked. What's going on?
Somebody died.
Stuck here. This is wild. Hey, thanks, man. Coach Ricks, you were in there too. Yeah.
Coach Ricks,
thanks for the super chat. Appreciate that.
You the man, Coach Ricks.
Neilio, I've missed a few from yours, so I want to make sure I do that. And Bishop Frank just sent me one as well. Hold on. Let me pop those in there. But all right, Coach, did you what were your thoughts on the coach rankings?
You know what I think about all that shit.
Is Freeman number one for you?
No, he's not number one. You got to be Kirby Smart's definitely number one.
Yeah, he's number one.
There's no doubt. If Saban was still around, he'd be number one. Kirby'd be number two. It's
Definitely.
just but again, and I appreciated you talking about the what the criteria was, Boganowski, because we all have different criteria.
Mine is just who I think is the best fucking coach in the country. I'm sorry, that's where I'm.
Right. But there should be some criteria there. I mean, past, present criteria. And you know what? The other thing, too, guys, is when you're talking about rankings like that, obviously everybody's got their own personal feelings. You hate this school, you dislike this school, you love this school. And so that's going to weigh into your thought process, whether you want it to or not. And so it's really hard, in my opinion, to pick, those top 10, top 20 coaches. But I think y'all had some great lists. I think that those other guys that made those lists up, I think some of them were full of shit with some of the coaches they had in there. I'm going to tell you, like Dan Lanning, what the hell has Dan Lanning really done?
That's what I asked. By the way, he was in Boganowski's, top freaking 10.
Well, and that's fine, but I'm just saying
he was in his top 5.
But what has he done? No, I don't think he was in his top 5.
No, he wasn't in my top 5.
Shout out to Bishop Frank for
Bishop
chat here. This one came through. Our Cash App. Appreciate that. Man. It's always better to do it through Cash App. That's always better because they don't take 40%. Then also for the 4th straight show, Neilio, another $5. So that's $20 that I hadn't talked about so far. I appreciate you, Neilio. You are the man.
He is a good man.
He is the man, my dude. Appreciate that. Yeah, always good. Chrissy, just supporting my man. Appreciate you, dude.
All right.
That's good of you to do that, bro. Good stuff.
That's awesome.
Why is it not showing there? There it goes. $20 super chat from Chris C, my guy. Appreciate that, man. Lots of stuff. I will volunteer to do all the interviews for the highest quality, family-oriented dancers to represent the core of the show. Hey, you're always giving of yourself, chicken, and I appreciate that. I really do.
Yeah, definitely giving.
Yeah, a giving soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got to get busy with those printed HOF thongs. They'll be busting out.
Yeah, we'll have to put those. We'll have to put all that up on the website so they can buy them.
In case Miss Boganowski is still listening and Kimberly K, I must apologize for the outlandishness of this crew, but this is what it is on this show. That would be funny. As to who the best, it's subjective as to who the best go. It is, dude, and that's. I mean, here's the deal: it's fucking list season. What do you want? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
list season.
It's list season. It's freaking talking season. So we're talking. It is what it is. What it is. We got to talk about something.
Oh, Neilio.
A giving fella. Coach Riggs, appreciate your super chat as well. You guys are all good. We appreciate you, man. Glad my wife's at work. Damn, me too, bud. Me too. Me too. Hey, Boomer Halen, when you get that shirt, I gotta get a picture of that. He was the one that won our shirt this past week when we gave away the I'll show you what we gave away real quick. Hold on real quick. Just a second. So where do you have Marcus then, Coach?
I have Marcus at 4 or 5, probably closer to 5, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Well, and I think it is. I really I try to honestly not weigh in that I'm a Notre Dame fan, and I try to be,
But
as
here's
fair
the
as I
thing,
can be.
he's done things already that even Kelly wasn't doing. Now, him getting
Right.
to the national championship the 1 year is when the BCS was still going, and then the
Right.
other time, okay, yeah, but they got drilled both times when they
We
got there,
got
and he was
got
constantly
destroyed.
bitching about his recruiting and making
Well,
that as an excuse, and you haven't seen that from Marcus.
he was a horrible recruiter. Brian Kelly was a horrible recruiter and I'm gonna step back and say at Notre Dame. Uh,
Yeah.
because he just his statement. We have to shop down a different aisle, which is
Yeah, yeah,
bullshit. We
yeah.
don't have to. Marcus has proven that. And I tell you what, y'all talked about it earlier in the show. I think he's gone through his growing pains. I don't think there's any doubt that he's gone through growing pains, but he has really stepped up and done a great job. So it's good. Take one of Coach Roy off sound. I give up.
She said, "I give up." Hey, listen, I get it. I'm just. She's said many times that she's good with what goes on here, but I still got to apologize to ladies whenever we do stuff like that. You can keep talking. I just want to show everybody the merch here, but we're still underneath there. You can continue talking. This is some of the new stuff.
I
we
love
got,
Kimberly
folks.
K.
Kimberly K is awesome. She puts out. She's
She
got
is.
brothers. She had brothers, and her dad and brothers were obviously probably like most of us. You know what I'm saying? But the new merch store, make sure you guys get over there and check out the new merch on the store, hofmedia.us/pod-merch. We got our good stuff for Texas and Mizzou too. I got to throw Mizzou in the mix with that as well because, fuck them. It is what it is. They can kiss my ass too. I did like that I haven't seen a lot of lists with drink on them lately.
Yeah.
In the top 25. He's not a
I
top
would agree with that. No.
fucking country, man. Come on now.
No, he is not.
Ridiculous. Let's not be ridiculous. He's not.
Well, and they sprinkle that list with coaches that really haven't done shit. I mean, at the end of the day, they haven't done anything.
No.
And I mean, and here's the thing. It's great if you come in and you improve a program,
Yeah.
but you got to win games. You got to win playoff games. You got to win games that really matter.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I mean. You can say that Lanning won the Big Ten in his first year, which is fine, but except I don't think much of the Big Ten. But what happens his first game in the playoff? He gets freaking boat raced. Now it was by the national champion, but still, man, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. I just don't understand it. I struggle to understand.
I don't either. And who were some of those other coaches, Jason, that I was thinking?
Let me get. I'm gonna pull up
Okay.
mine and Boganowski's, and I'll actually
Okay.
we can add yours if you like here in just a second. But
I don't give a shit if you add mine.
There's mine and Boganowski's. So let's do it like this. Okay, so Boganowski had Lanning at number 5, just in front of Marcus Freeman. He still hasn't explained that shit. And then Kalen DeBoer, Steve Sarkisian, Chris Kleiman, James Franklin. I don't have Lanning in my top 10. He would be outside of it. I do think he's a top 15 guy.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But I still think a lot of Kyle Whittingham. I think Lane is better than Sark. But I did put Sark at top 10, even though that sucked. I didn't like doing it. But I do have him at top 10. Now, Bogue here has fucking Sark at number 8. So, ahead of Kalen DeBoer, who he's gotten beaten by, 2 years in a row, he got him in the playoff, and then he got him in the year before that in the bowl game in the Texas Bowl. So he's 0-2 against Kalen DeBoer, but
Damn, he's ragging you, Bo.
no,
He can rag all
it's
he
not in
wants.
front of him. He's behind him. He's
He
behind
can rag all he wants. I don't give a damn.
him.
Shit.
I've been trying to get something out of you over here. You're fucking sitting over there dead airing it again.
Shit, dude.
Well,
Let me tell you something, man. I had to leave and go drain the main vein. All right.
all right, cool. It is what it is. Dillingham at Arizona State. Dillingham at Arizona State. He should be in there pretty high up too. What do you think about Kenny Dillingham, Arizona State's coach?
Yeah, I think he's done a good job there. I think he could definitely be in this list. Hell, they played well down the stretch, and so I've seen good improvement out of them.
No. Well, look at that. Neilio's like he would not have climbing anywhere near the top 10.
He's a model of consistency, though. That's why he's in my top 10.
I think he's a top 10 guy. I do think he's a top 10 guy. But I also have Lance Leipold in there as well. I think Lance Leipold is definitely a top 10 coach. What he's done at where he's done it, we've watched everybody else eat shit there, and Lance is not. So it is what it is. But I understand when people say what they say. Oh yeah, balls! You're gonna if you wore the Mizzou shirt that you would get them chopped off by the missus. Yeah, we know. Why'd you marry a Mizzou freaking grad, man? What's the matter with you? Just kidding, Mrs. Neilio. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, he's done a good job. I don't know. Where are you at, Coach? Where do you tear those two? Yeah. Tear those two up.
No. I can you make it bigger?
Yeah, I'm working on it here.
My blind ass can't see that.
Yeah, I had to blow up the screen. I had to bring it full screen. Jason over here typing in 8 fonts and shit.
There we go. How about that? Can y'all see
it? There we go. Yeah, I can see that now. All yeah, right.
I want you to recant your statement where I had Sarkisian.
I did. You weren't listening. That just goes to show I did fucking recant it.
Yeah. All right. I didn't hear it.
That's when he was draining the vein.
Fucker.
Yeah.
Pay attention to shit. Come on.
Bro, I'm out here struggling, bro. Give me some
and I tell you what, looking at the list, I'm kind of a combination of both of you a little bit. I agree with Kirby at 1. I think Dabo is definitely number 2. I think Ryan Day is at 3. And I'm going to tell you guys, and y'all can throw sling shit at me, but I'm not a Kalen DeBoer guy. I don't think he's going to get it done. That's just my personal opinion. Although he's done it everywhere.
I think he may be a bad fit for Alabama. I still think he's one of the best coaches in America, though.
That's my thing.
Alabama needs to. Alabama is about to be in the exact same situation Oklahoma's in. They got to have a little patience and let my man work. All right, they just got to be patient. Let DeBoer get his.
They're not going to. You know
they have to. They have to.
No. Well, and here's the thing, and I've had this conversation with lots of people. I mean, when you get hired as the head coach, and the old head coach is right down the hall from you in his office, that's a messed up deal, guys. I don't care, I don't care how much he won, but now if you want to move him to an office across the campus, and he's got a place over there, great. But the culture is so important, and it's hard for the new head coach to come in. First of all, just following Nick Saban is tougher than hell. And so, but then you put him a few offices down from you.
That's rough, right?
Right.
Yeah. He's still there. He's still there, like haunting your ass, and only.
Who thought that was a good idea? Like, somebody tell me who thought that was a good idea.
Exactly.
I think it was him and Miss Terry.
So again, that's why, and I tell you, I agree. I think Kalen DeBoer is a good coach because he's proven that. That the proof's in the pudding. But at the end of the day, just like you said, I don't think he's a good fit there. I'm not sure anybody was going to be a good fit there to follow Saban. It's usually the guy after the guy that will be successful. And so because now if he's not successful, DeBoer's not successful, that gives the Alabama fan base an out to bitch about Kalen DeBoer sucked. He wasn't any good. That's, we lost our way. But the new guy coming in, he's going to have that to build off of. And that's the guy that's going to start winning again, in my opinion. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see it this year. Sarkisian, and again, it's hard for me to not let my personal feelings go into this with Sarkisian. I still don't think he's one of the best coaches in the country. I think he's got some of the best talent in the country. And, Texas is Texas.
They're going to get the guys for sure.
Yeah. Hell, I can have my grandson go be the head coach at Texas, and he's going to win a lot of ball games. And I hate
Jason. Make sure you clip that shit.
All right.
That's a gem. I love it. That's good.
But that's just the way it is at Texas. I mean, you look at you can go back years and years and years and look at that. James Franklin, another one that I got to kind of pull my personal feelings out of this. I'm not a huge James Franklin fan, but I got to tell you, he's still winning. Though we're talking about, lately he's been winning ball games.
Coach, hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's beaten Ohio State, Michigan.
I know.
I mean, I think he's got 3 fucking total wins in his 10 years there against Ohio State, Michigan State.
But he's got a lot of wins.
So what?
I know, but and I'm not. I'm not defending his ass. I'm not a fan.
Defend him.
But he is. I mean, he's. We'll see this next year what he does this next year. But no, that's kind of how I look at that list. I think Kleiman. I think he's done a great job at Kansas State. I like Whittingham as well. Kiffin's another guy. I can take or leave Lane Kiffin on that list or off that list. But
he's
like
better
I
than
said,
Sark. He's better than Sark's ass.
Yeah, I would agree. But I'm pretty close to
wins
both
for the last 4 years at a place that they never win fucking 8-9 games ever at
Jason Freeze.
Freeze? He's not in line. Did I freeze? I'm not frozen.
Oh, that's hilarious. He's froze, but he's still clicking on comments.
I'm frozen? Can y'all hear me at least?
I can hear you.
Right.
I see you.
What's going on?
You're not frozen to me.
Okay. Oh, he's not froze?
Am I frozen to anybody else?
He froze like a mug.
Let's see. It's not showing me frozen.
Sark is the top 5. Stop hating.
I don't think he's top 5. You're gonna have to give me a reason why. Don't just come in here saying dumb shit, Bileon.
Hey, Delio, remember what I told you? I don't know if you were in here earlier, but I said I hated Schiano for what he did to Tampa Bay, and that's partly because of what he did to Freeman, man. He hammered Freeman, man. He released he had to take Adderall because, he had a little disability or whatever, and pretty much got him up out of there for Mike Glennon's long neck ass.
Hey, Goated. I'm with you.
Freeman was my guy.
He said that he wanted a celebrity boxing match between me and Bogan. I'm not getting in the fucking ring with Boganowski. I'm just letting you know.
I want to see that shit. I'll pay you $100 to do it.
You know how big this son bitch is? No, I'm good.
I'll give you $100, Jason.
It could cost you more than that. You fucking get me in the ring with that motherfucker. Hell no. I ain't crazy.
I'll get in the ring with him.
Your
I
office
didn't say I was going to fight
employees
his
listen to
ass, but I'll get in the ring with him.
Not this white boy. Not this white boy. I don't do that fighting shit anymore. Wow. You never know.
So everybody can see Jason. Is he not froze for everybody?
No.
He's not for me.
Why can't I hear him? Is he talking?
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, I hear him.
Wow.
You're not
I think
hearing
your drainage is getting into your brain.
Something's going on, man. Something's going on. I'm about to hop out. This is wild. It's just, hey, on my screen right now, Coach Roy Ball, it's just me and you talking. Jason froze.
Are you serious?
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, 100%. I can't hear a damn thing.
You can't hear
funny.
me now? Here, pop out and pop back in. Tell him.
I'm about to hop out, hop back in.
Pop out, and pop back in, brother.
That's fucking.
That's fun. That was funny.
That's some weird ass shit. I don't know. I'm looking at it right there. Yeah, everybody's saying it's, and I'm showing it live.
Hey, Coach Rick's talking about his office employees.
There you go.
How about now?
You
got me?
You good?
Yeah, I'm froze. It was still froze though for about a split second. Then you unfroze. It was crazy.
Wow.
It was wild.
Hey, Coach Ricks, we're going to try to convince your office employees that you're a good man. Okay, give us a little time.
Yeah, you put it up there. You put it in their office. Are you insane? You trying to get fired or what? Might have been the dumbest thing ever, Coach Ricks. Thank you for the super chat once again.
Oh,
they're going HR gonna be calling that motherfucker into the office today.
Yeah.
Sark sucks to that.
Hey, Boomer Halen, I'm on this right here, bro. That's what I'm on right now.
Mucinex, he is. Yeah.
Stacking it with some Claritin D.
Yeah.
Chopping them up and snorting them.
I tell you what, I've had that before. Like if you take a couple of tequila shots with that Mucinex and shit, it helps.
Hey, I don't drink tequila anymore, Coach Roy Ball.
Oh, you didn't even hear what we were saying just now about that whole deal with what Goated was saying about us getting into a celebrity boxing game. I was like, fuck no, I'm not doing that. Are you insane?
My shoulders are too bad for that.
Yeah, right. That motherfucker 6'4", fucking 300-pounder. I'm out. Fuck that. I'm out. Not in.
Yeah, I didn't hear none of that.
Yeah, you didn't hear none of that? Cool.
Nope.
I was because I asked Goated, I was like, what the fuck? You trying to get me killed or what?
I'm glad you didn't hear it because he said he's going to kick your ass.
I bet he did.
Yeah, you can go back and check it if you'd like. They better they don't get paid.
Hey, Coach Roybal, here's why I don't drink tequila, right?
You got your ass in trouble before.
Chicken's got it right. I like fighting, and I do too. It's that whole getting hit thing that sucks.
Yeah.
Chicken's got it right.
I was a combatives dude, right? In like the Army, like I was like, you had to go through the punch drill. And as I was a drill sergeant, as I got older, all I did was punch, and they couldn't punch back. You know what I mean? They had to try to achieve the clinch. So I was just sitting back there tagging these dudes, and that's my combative right there. It's probably some of the funnest shit I've ever done in my life, man. Just teeing off on these kids because I used to mess with them.
Poor bastards.
I used to warn them. I was like, keep that shit up. I was like, I'm gonna punch you in your face, and they're all like, you can't do that, drill sergeant. I'm like, okay,
you want to
watch?
Just wait. You can't do that, drill. Oh, watch, I'm gonna punch you right in your shit.
But what, y'all would do that during like the whatever, some kind of a fighting drill or drills?
Bro, they put that in the training POI in basic training in the Army. Like you do combatives, and all those privates leave.
Oh yeah.
They leave combatives level 1 certified.
Nice.
Oh wow.
See, we didn't do that until I got to the other unit. So
yeah,
and because Air Force Base, they weren't having that shit. Yeah. Now, my TI would actually do some shit. He would fuck you up. It's just it wasn't punches or anything like that. He'd do some shit to you, and they know what they're doing. They know how to make your nose bleed without making your nose bleed.
When I went to drill sergeant school, yeah, you had a polyurethane in your campaign hat to make it nice, hard, and stiff. So when you crack some dude in the bridge of the nose, they felt it. It was like hitting them with
I got a nosebleed for missing a chain step.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Good old change step.
Fuck
I
that.
had so when I went to drill sergeant school, it was a mixture of men and women, like drill sergeant leaders, right? The ones that are teaching you. And we had this chick, and she talked about how she was a Golden Gloves championship, and everybody's like, yeah, whatever. A Golden Gloves boxing champion, and wherever she was from, and everybody's like, yeah, okay, buddy. So one of my friends like went and actually like looked it up, like the day before we did the punch drill or the clinch drill, and he was like, yeah, bro, she's real legit. So it took us all of about 1 to 2 like people going through her line to realize that she could throw, right? So
She knew how to drop a bomb on their ass.
hey, dude, she hit one of my buddies with a clean straight right. And I'm talking about bloodied his nose and everything. And I was like, oh, I can't remember his name, but he was a little dude, right? So she was actually probably bigger than him, and she dropped him. Like dropped him, bro. We let him have it for
Wow.
the last 2 weeks, dude. So here I go. I'm like 2 after him. I get up, right? And she's looking at me like she's gonna do something. And as she come to like throw her first punch, I flinched like I was gonna throw her punch to make her cover up. Even though we couldn't punch, just me doing that made her react. Then I grabbed her and achieved the clinch. I was not letting her throw on me, bro. She
Nice.
might hit me with a body count. No, yeah, that clinch drill was fun though, dude. There's some people got cracked. So they softened it up, right? So it used to be from projectile range, right? Where there was like 5 foot between you and the person you had to clinch with, right? So then
Yeah.
they went to a different type of teaching where it was a post, a frame, and then where you're hooking, right? So like you start off here, in 3 different positions, and then your last one was projectile from 5 foot. So it got a little
Oh
bit
wow.
easier for them. But you still find ways to get a quick shot because, like, in certain things, like, they got you posted. They're not covering their face like they're supposed to. So as soon as the
Right.
instructor says go, you just pow. You get them real quick. But yeah,
Wow.
it's funny stuff, man. It's a good time.
That's crazy.
Pugil
Hey,
stick.
they got rid of pugil sticks, Coach Rick. They stopped doing that.
How come?
Wow.
No, they just got rid of it. Don't do it no more.
Soft motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Hey,
that's why we don't go to school in the wind. Because
they'll
we're
probably be bringing it back
soft.
here. The way the Army and the military is going, they'll probably start bringing that stuff back.
Yeah.
Probably.
That was fun. Pugil sticks was fun though. I ain't gonna lie, it was fun. If anything,
That would be fun. Yeah, we used to do some of that stuff. That was fun, man. It's always fun to do fighting and shit when you're in the military and doing that shit anyway. You can give a fuck. But yeah, these days,
yeah.
I still remember the first night at fucking basic training. That was the worst ever. Oh shit!
So
Climb and go out, get off that fucking bus, and oh lord.
Hey, so we had a lieutenant, right? So we used to get like lieutenants or somebody like when I was a drill sergeant. So like across Fort Benning, you had like the IBOLC where the infantry officers basic leader course was. And if a lieutenant or somebody got hurt for a significant period of time, they had to like train and rehab to get better to finish school, they would send them over to us to help, just kind of do some on the job, and we'd make them like the XO or do something like that. Well, my man was level 2. I don't know how he got level 2, but he was a real boxer too. And I noticed one day we were doing it, my line got real long. And I'm like, why the hell did my line get so long? And I'm looking around and there's like 10 dudes standing over his line. And I watched this lieutenant hit this kid with a combo, like head body, like bah, 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 bah. And I was like, oh my God. I walked over, I'm like, sir, you gotta chill. I'm like, you're going full retard on these dudes right now. I was like, you need to tone it down a notch. You're gonna get in some trouble. Because you're supposed to like elevate, right? Like the
That's
person
what I just said. If I know 2 guys that used to box. They weren't even like, they were average, pretty average boxers, really.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
he
didn't
was
lose fucking street fights, bro. They didn't lose fights.
He was elevating them.
Oh my God. Dude, he was cracking them. And I was like, sure. I was like, you gotta calm it down. I was like, I got it. But you gotta calm it down. You want to get into trouble.
Good shit. See what happens
That's
every time we get into anything, we start talking about other shit. So this is college football and whatever the fuck else we end up talking about. The other day we were talking about Mexico trips.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't drink tequila, Coach. Juarez.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, I got a good what is story too, but I'm not going to tell it today. 'Cause- I tell you what, it was actually I was coaching at Midwestern State at the time, and we had gone out to Western New Mexico to play, and we spent the night there in Juarez. And the coach, all my young coaches after the game, they said, "Coach, I know you know Juarez, and you know you can speak Spanish. Take us over there." And I did. And just to make a long story short, I'm not going to tell you where all I took them, but obviously everybody was pretty shit faced. And so we're coming back across the border, and the bus is leaving at 6 a.m. So it's about 4:30, and we're crossing the border back. And
Oh Lord.
we got this guy now. He's a strength and conditioning coach. I forget where he's at now, but anyway, redheaded Irish dude, and we're walking across,
Drunker than a Walton piston.
American, yeah, and everybody American, and motherfucker says Irish, son of a bitch. They
Oh,
detain him. We're
oh,
gonna miss the damn bus.
Oh Lord.
Uh,
Yeah,
and
you don't get smart with those fuckers, dude. You don't do that.
no,
That doesn't work.
but finally we rallied up enough money to give them to let us through. We get through there,
Yeah, the
and
border
we get.
patrol people were making you pay you off? Pay them off?
I paid them. I paid them motherfuckers so we could get out of there.
Oh shit.
I mean, they knew we were in trouble because they could tell.
Mhm.
And so anyway, we get out there and we get two taxis. We got to have two taxis, and that some bitch is in the back seat, and he said something smart, and man, I wheeled around there and just popped him right in the fucking nose, and blood just starts gushing everywhere. And I mean, he was a hell of a lot bigger than me. He could have kicked my ass, but I knew how drunk he was, and so
And
we
he knew
get
he
back.
fucked up. He knew he fucked up.
Oh yeah, we get back to the hotel, and the buses. Everybody's already loading the buses, and our head coach is standing out there. And we get out of those damn taxis, and he says, "Where the fuck have y'all been?"
Did you get
I'll
fired?
go. I said, "Coach, we went and got some breakfast." And he looked at the guy that I'd punched. Did he have blood all over him? He said, "What happened to him? Did he fall down or what?" I said, "Yeah, I don't know. He's been having nosebleeds really bad, but so and he wasn't buying all that bullshit. But hey, we went and got our shit and got on the bus, and obviously when we got back home that next Monday, we all got called in and had a pretty good ass chewing over it. But it was
hey, my
one
my
of those stories.
my freshman my freshman year, like the second semester after football was over with,
Yeah.
everybody been going to Juarez, right? I never really went because I was playing and practicing, and all the kids I was redshirting, they would go because we'd travel on Friday or they didn't have to practice or whatever. But my second semester, I had an English class Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and that shit was at 8:30. And there was a whole bunch of athletes that was in that English class, and it was a GA student, right? It was like English 101 or whatever. And she used to get so mad at us. We would come into class at 8:30, Friday morning at 8:30, just smelling like tequila and booze. And she used to get so mad at us, man. I'm like, I'm here. I'm paying. I'm not just coming into class to sleep. I'm here. I'm like, can I get some kind of credit? And we had this one cat. He played basketball.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Was it her first year there? I mean, it's not
Dude,
like everybody
it was
didn't do that
she used
shit.
to get so mad. I don't know why, but I was like, "I'm here." I was like, "I showered." You know what I mean? I just came straight from Juarez, smelling like
Oh,
tequila. Like,
that's
damn.
hilarious.
Oh, yeah, dude, she used to get so mad. It was so funny to me. I'm like, "Why is she so mad?"
That's crazy. Well, my wife and we lived I was a head coach at Anthony High School on the Texas side
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that was my first head coaching job. And
That was
so
your first head coaching job was
yeah,
Anthony?
yeah. And we would my wife and I on the weekends would go over to El Paso, and hell, we were young, we'd drink it up and have a good time. And we're with another couple, and we're crossing the street, and how the traffic over there, they drive crazy as hell. So we're at a light stop sign, I think. But anyway, these cars are lined up, and there's a gap to walk between them. And so I take off. My wife's like, "No, don't go there. They're crazy here." So I take off, and so she follows me, and all of a sudden that second car hits bumpers with the other one. She's in between them, but she just happened to put her hands on both the cars and pull herself up to where her legs didn't get crushed in there, or they would have gotten crushed.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that was some crazy shit. But well, we had some good times there.
Man, imagine the story he didn't tell us, folks.
Yeah.
Imagine the story he didn't
I
tell
got
us.
stories I'm not telling either. Like there's a few.
Well, it's just
definitely
about
stories I'm
where
not telling, too.
it was just about where we went.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
So did they.
There's definitely you shouldn't. There's some places that nobody needs to know that you went. Nobody needs to know.
Absolutely.
Man, Watkins is crazy, man. Watkins is crazy.
It is. And you know what? I wished it was still fun like that today, but now you don't want to go over there at all.
Fuck no, you can't go over there now.
No.
Yeah.
They'll kill you in the daylight time. They don't give a shit. And wait on the couch.
You know what? I tell you what's interesting. I actually have some of my staff that go over there and have they go to the dentist over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I wouldn't attempt it. Save a little money or die. I mean, take your poison.
Yeah, there wasn't no donkeys. That's Tijuana.
That's TJ. I don't even think they do that in Waters, man. I don't even think they do that.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
I wouldn't know.
I just heard about it.
Okay.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
I didn't know they did that shit.
I didn't either.
Yeah. Guys, there's some crazy shit that goes on there.
There's definitely some wild ass shit that goes on.
And you know, there's a lot of bars that are you'll come up to a bar and you go inside and you know it's just a regular bar. But if you know the right people, there's an underground bar that
he was just talking about that shit yesterday.
Crazy shit happens in those underground bars.
No, I wasn't talking about that shit. Like, I don't know nothing about what he's talking about.
No, but where they took you down way underneath the ground.
That wasn't crazy. That was like a full-fledged restaurant. That was like a full-fledged restaurant. Like
there was more to it than that. I'm assuring you. I assure you there was more to it than that.
But it was like a pretty legit restaurant though. Like, you know what I mean? Like who knows what happens there at night, but during the day it was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Right.
We used to go down there during the day and like drink beers and eat food. I mean, they had good food. You just don't drink the fucking water, period. Ever. Beer only. Beer only.
Did you ever go to the Greyhound dog races and stuff?
I heard about it. I never did though.
That was pretty cool stuff.
No, but we went to the golf course. That's what we were telling the story about the golf course last time. The caddies were fucking cool, and the golf course was badass too.
Yeah,
caddies were cool and shit. We had fun doing that.
It used to be a great place.
There's definitely a part of Waters that people don't see unless you get deep into fucking Waters.
Well, and that's the thing too is as Americans we cross the border and we see all that little shit right there. Chicle. All that bullshit, but you get deep into Juarez. I mean, it's big there, and you get down deep into Juarez, and it's very interesting.
Man, they're rich. There's some rich ass people that live there. Man.
Oh yeah,
rich ass people.
Absolutely.
See, actually, a lot of times I've heard of this. I've never really heard of people getting sick from it, but talking about getting a tummy tuck over there and damn near died of infection.
Wow,
it could happen in the States too.
Sure.
I know a lot of people that go down there for dental surgery a lot, and then, like I said, a friend of mine, she went to Tijuana to get that that stomach staple surgery, whatever thing it was, and didn't fuck with her. But yeah, I mean,
there's some good places. Yeah,
you could happen. Definitely for dental work, it's much cheaper. You need to go down and get you need dentures or whatever the fuck those oral.
Well, I got to tell you.
Ooh.
I got to tell you, I mean, it's been several years ago, but I took my father-in-law over there. And guys, we drove in that morning. we got on their little shuttle and drove across it. It's like Washington Denture Clinic or something, but they took us in, several people in there. We get out, we go in. They took him back. Guys, they pulled all his uppers at one time and cleaned him up, brought him out, and said, y'all can go have some lunch. And I kind of chuckled when they told me that. I'm thinking, you just pulled all his damn teeth and you think he's going to have some lunch? Which, by the way, I did take him to the Mercado, and I was drinking Coronas and eating chips and salsa. You should have seen his ass eating those chips and just gumming the son bitches. That was hilarious.
I can't
But
fucking
anyway,
believe he tried to eat chips. What the fuck?
Yeah. And so
25 beans of rice or something? God.
That is insane.
So we go back to the clinic.
Thanks for the super chat, Coach Ricks. Appreciate it.
By the time we get there, guys,
oh, Lord.
They take him back again. They clean him up a little bit get all them damn chips out of his mouth. But then they put his dentures on. I mean, they had already created his dentures while we were gone, and they put them on, and they let us go. We came home, and I drove his ass home. I mean, that was all in one day. I mean, if they're going to do dentures in the U.S.
Good fucking drugs to be able to chew anything when they just jerked all your teeth out.
Well, I'm sure he was.
Well,
but I'm telling you, all that shit in one day just amazed the hell out of me because, guys, you know how long
time
it
is
takes.
Money, God damn it, time is money.
You know how long it takes in the U.S. to get that shit done. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Multiple visits.
Yeah, multiple.
I used to go down there and get the vet when I would take my dog that I got my last year of college there. He got like this little like pneumonia or whatever, and the vet was like, "Yeah, you could do this." He's like, "You go to Watkins and just show him this and get it." And it's like a quarter of what you pay in the United States.
Yeah.
So that's what I was doing. I was going down there and getting meds for my dog.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
I wasn't paying a couple $100.
Yep.
Yeah, I know a lot of people around here that they'll get a bunch of like antibiotics and shit for if they're sick or whatever. They'll get them from there because you can get them easy.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll let you handle that next question, Jason.
Yeah, it's we talked about it on the last show. It's not back in those days that we're talking about. It was better than it was in America, but not by much.
Yeah,
not by much. Just more.
Just got smuggled. That shit got smuggled over. I just know that.
Yeah, for sure. There's still a lot of seeds and shit in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
these
days, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Only because I don't hang around Watkins. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, we've been going for 2.5 hours. I gotta go. We got some shit to do, and I know everybody's. Hey man, I appreciate everybody coming in and more stories from Bog and Coach on the next episode of Rise and Shine College Football. As always, let us know. I'll put it in the Discord. I'll send it to you also, Kimberly K. I want you guys to give us at least, we'll do a top 10 on the coaches since that's what we did too. That way everybody send it out. I'll send out the form and you guys can just do it on your phone. Make sure you send it and I'll put it on Twitter as well. So be a few different places in the Discord, stuff like that. But yeah, make sure that you hit that like button. If you're over there on Twitter watching this, and I know there's a bunch of people in there watching this now, come over to @HOF-CFB on YouTube and hit the like here on this channel. Subscribe if you're watching this. That'd be great. I'd really like it if we would end up, I can't believe I lost a fucking subscriber today. And I'm hovering, I'm telling you, for a month and a half at the same damn little 5-6 places. It's insane.
Hey, I'm the one that unsubscribed, Jason.
I figured that. It is what it is. Probably Chrissy. We're always busting his balls. Peace out. Appreciate it. All right. Yep. All right, man. Appreciate everybody coming in. We will see you all when we see you on the next one.